trudging through all things Big Brother like Becky through that tin of hot dog sausages tonight. She was so excited. I was excited for her being so excited. So the glorious green team have made sure that either Connor or Siobhan will be missing out on 10,000 big ones. 100,000, not 10,000. Much more than that. 100,000 big ones come Friday. But what does 100 grand get you these days anyway? I reckon if we all chipped in together, we could get a bish of this.
Can I smell it?
Yeah.
It's pretty smelly.
A bash of this. And a good old bosh of this. Isn't it weird seeing them in colour? Like anything other than green and blue looks really odd at the moment. You're so used to seeing them like it. Right, now, if you are from Newcastle, you're probably wondering why your streets, bars and girlfriends seem a little quiet tonight. Well, it's because our booking team thought that we would give you a little rest. But as ever, the Tynes loss is our panel's gain. So please welcome Geordie Shore, Sophie and Gaz, and Big Brother 5's Michelle Bass. That you are not going to tash on with anyone in here, and you're going to keep your parsnip to yourself. Agreed?
I'll try.
Oh, he'll try. Brilliant. Right, let's get on. Let's get in there like swimwear, and shall we talk about the show we just watched? Yeah. Okay, let's start with the end of the turf war task. Possibly one of my favourite tasks ever. It really took its toll on the blue team, though, I think it's fair to say. What do you think, Michelle?
I definitely think it took its toll on the blue team. The way they're acting now, they're blowing everything out of proportion.
Do you buy their moaning? Do you think it's...
Oh, they're giving it this,
justified?
But that's what they wanted to happen to the green team. So if it had happened to the green team, they'd be happy as Larry, wouldn't they? Maybe he hasn't got his prize.
They agree with you. Now, what did you make of Siobhan and Connor's reactions to the announcement of this week's eviction?
What is Siobhan doing? I don't like it at all. Do you know what Big Brother, right? I'm sorry. But she thinks she's this big G, right? Nicki Minaj wannabe. But the thing is, right, what she's doing is, you know when people say, I'm not bothered, when deep down you are bothered.
Yeah.
So she's going, I'm not bothered, I knew it was me. Liar, she didn't think it was her. She thought she was getting through all at the end.
She did seem initially quite surprised, I think. What did you guys think of this, of the task?
Yes.
Siobhan! What did you think of the task?
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely, yeah. The best task ever. Because it just separated them and they were like just battling. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Does anybody think it was a bad move for Big Brother?
Shown all the true colours. All the true colours came out with absolutely every single one.
It kind of got them to be really vulnerable, didn't it?
Yeah.
They took friends and put them on separate teams, so they were like against each other, and it showed who was the friends and who weren't.
Although when they weren't in the task, they just kind of went back to each other. Although as the house separated more and more and they won more and more rooms, then that was really, I think, towards the end when we saw what really happened. So Scott and Lauren had a secret task to make a happy house. Did they succeed, Gaz?
That house will never, ever, ever be happy. Like, it's impossible. No matter what you try and do, that house will... There's too many two-faced, bitchy people.
Okay, so...
It is, they can't help themselves. They have to... Like, everything is just an argument, or everything is just a two-faced bitch. They just can't do it.
Some would say that Geordie Shore is slightly like that.
If I've got a problem with Sophie, I'll go and see you. You're annoying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We don't care about it. We just want to get on it constantly and have a laugh.
The thing is, though, with Geordie Shore, we're all tighter because of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If we argue, I'll go and tell her. If I want to argue with Charlotte, I'll go and tell her.
And I think that is the thing with this house. There aren't many people that will go up to someone's face and say, this is my problem.
Yeah.
Which I think is what Dina was kind of getting at tonight. There's very few that will. I think Sarah always wants to talk face to face about... You just rolled your eyes there.
She's paranoid. No, she's just sensitive, that one. She's just sensitive.
We need sensitive little housemates in there. They can't all be bonkers and just mad for it, can they? Although we do like that as well. Right, as we saw tonight, Siobhan was finding it difficult to embrace the harmonious mood, and she launched into what we are calling her Siobhanologues. Have a look at this.
I was like, oh, I'm going to stick up for Dina. Dina, you've got a gob on you.
I have not told anyone to stick up for me.
So why does everyone feel like they've got to back you?
I don't know. As soon as you walk... Well, I'm sure they say the same to you. They're on your side.
I don't need no one to defend me.
I'm not telling anyone to stick up for me, Siobhan.
So why do people feel they need to do it? Because you play the victim.
No, I do not play the fucking victim.
All right, Dina, you need to take your voice down, because first of all, I don't want everyone hearing it. Second of all, okay, well, why are you jumping at me, babe? Take that shit into the room and talk to the people who talk behind your back. Don't bring that shit to me. I'm trying to sort it out with you.
Now you're up for eviction, right? And you know how it feels that you might go home.
Yeah, because of you.
Oh, just because of me?
No,
my God,
but I know the two other people, so I'm not bothered.
Just two other people. I'm sure for you to be up, everyone would have had to say your name. Why are you just blaming me?
So what are you trying to say? All 5 people,
well,
Scott and Becky voted me. I don't need to work shit out. I'm listening to what you just said.
Work it out yourself.
Why don't you wake up and smell the hummus, okay?
Yeah.
And realise that the same people that are telling you Siobhan has got a problem with you, they're fucking mugging you off, Dina.
So believe it or not, that was them trying to make up this morning after last night's round. No, one of my favourite Siobhanologues, it's very hard to say, was wake up and smell the hummus. What do you make of that semi kind of making up session? Is she going to convince Dina?
Yeah, I think that Siobhan's had a bit of her power taken away, and she's not quite used to that. And I think she's basically saying to Dina, don't trust them. And to be honest, Dina was a little bit picked on at certain times within the show, and she's managed to claw that back, you know. And
she's stuck up for herself.
Yeah, she has. So how is Siobhan to have sat there saying, actually, don't trust these people? Why, Siobhan? Because your power's gone a bit?
Maybe. You can see Dina's eyes as well. You can see her starting to second guess everything, I think, tonight when they were sat on the bed. She was like, well, should I not trust Lauren and the people that I thought were my friends? And she seems to be getting really confused by everything she's hearing. Yeah. Now, Wake and Smell the Hummus was a really good Siobhanologue, but we've put together a montage of quite a few more. Have a look at this.
Real friends know when shit's going down. Oh, shit. You've just made it, babe. Excuse me? Too shady for Slim Shady. What world does that count? You've just literally signed, sealed and delivered and put that letter in the post box. It's in a fucking postman's bag at this point. Like Postman Pat has got it in his van. You need to check yourself and rep yourself. I couldn't be against a better opponent. Opponent, babe, I don't know, but the long and short of it is, it's all done now. It's all good in the hood. Sorted, done, dusted, cremated.
Cremated. I mean, she just keeps on giving with them. They can be never ending as far as I'm concerned with her little Siobhanologues. I always forget what they're called. Now, Michelle, Siobhan told Dina today that no one in the house is really friends, but Luke A said that they were a team. So which one would you agree with?
Again, I'd say Luke A is a bit boring. Do you know, he doesn't actually step up that much, but I do like him as a character.
But do you agree that he said that little group, the 4 of them, are a team? Do you think they are? Do you think it's a genuine team?
I agree they're a team. Yeah, the outsiders.
Yeah,
I agree.
The outsiders. Yeah. Now, Caroline has said about Luke A this evening that he's nasty. No. You were the first one to say no, so let's go to you.
He's not that nasty. He sits outside and everyone gravitates towards him and people are coming to him and asking him his opinion and I think he's honest enough to give his opinion, and if people don't like it then they shouldn't hang around with him. And if he's nasty then she needs to do what Siobhan said and check herself and wreck herself.
We saw Caroline as well this this evening say that she thought Scott could win it. She said that to Connor. Do you agree?
I think the thing is, I didn't like Scott at first, right? I thought he was the most annoyingest little thing I've ever seen in my life, right? Now, he is funny and he is entertaining. Yeah. And I think the thing is, he has just kept himself the whole way through. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And with what he's doing with his hair, what is that?
I think his hair looks great how it is now.
I don't understand.
I think it looks so... Do you think he looks better?
He looks better with the blonde compared to that pink poodle thing he had on his head.
You see him cutting it?
What are they doing? Cutting it? The butcher and the
hacking away.
Gaz, now, I don't know if you all know this, but Gaz lived and worked with Luke S in Malia in 2009. Yeah. So you know him quite well, I would imagine, or you did a few years ago. Yeah. Is this a true representation of what you know of him?
He is. He's just like one of them kids that he's got nothing about him. I like it because he'll say like a little word here and there, but like we've got the pool, everyone's diving in.
Do you like him?
I do like him, but I'm saying...
Right, okay. I'm saying, I just wanted to check, because you just said there's nothing about him.
In our group, like, everyone's like doing stuff and he'll just be standing there and he'll say the odd little word here and there, or we'll all do something fun, he'll be standing by the side of the pool, like pose. He's a vain person.
I think you can see how much he looks at himself in there, because they're surrounded by mirrors. Yeah.
We'd all like share clothes, everyone lived together. He had his suitcase with this, like a lock on. So looking about that vest, he was like, oh mate, come on, like...
You are not going to trash his things?
Exactly, he hates all that, so... But I think with the bird situation, he's a proper lad to me. In Malia, he'd pull girls, he'd do all that, but I think he went for Sarah originally. I think she's just totally pied him off. And because he's got nothing about him, he's gone for Ashley. I think he feels like he's got to pull a bird. Oh. Do you know what I mean? He gets all his mates are like proper lads. So I think
to show his like laddom.
Exactly. He feels like he's got to pull someone. So he's being palmed off for Ashley.
Oh, okay. The parsnip...
Originally, he would go for Sarah. Like, I know he would. I know for a fact he would. He knows for a fact he can't pull her, so he's gone for Ashley.
It's just like... He's like Scylla. His dating. So the parsnip has shot his load of opinions all over the studio, but why should he have all the fun? Why not type us some tweet nothings or get like that tweet nothing? Yeah. Or get onto the website. All the details are on the screen now. Still to come, we'll be doing what the housemates wish they could do when we discuss who, what, when and why of this week's nominations. But eviction number 6 has been set, either the con man or our sad London sister will be getting the boot on Friday. It is time for you to save your fave. This week, Connor and Siobhan face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. To save Connor from a landline, call 0901 616 1707 or from a mobile, call 650 5807. To save Siobhan from a landline, call 0901 616 1715 or from a mobile, 650 5815. Calls cost no more than 36p from BT landlines and mobiles. Calls from other networks may vary. You can also vote via Facebook. Simply go to our Facebook page, where one vote will cost you no more than 33p and may be subject to a minimum credit purchase. Voting closes in Friday's show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count, but you may still be charged. For full terms, go to channel5.com/BD vote. Side. We knew who we were going to nominate, but we shouldn't have said their initials, should we? B and D. Brian Dowling. That's who it's going to be. Right, anyway, wide open. Here comes a massive exclusive.
That was not a fight.
Yeah, it was. He just...
Oh, my God.
What? I know. She
has no shame. She's shameless.
Oh, that stinks!
Good job I haven't got a sense of smell. Why is she so shameless? Why is she so shameless? I find it very annoying.
Oh, Becky!
It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable behaviour.
Of course it is.
No, she didn't fight. She literally
shit herself.
I can't
that wasn't on the top 50. That was like wasn't on the top 50, it wasn't on the top 100.
Smile, innit?
That was like somebody sat on like a squished book.
Was going in the bathroom.
But you just
Not
sat
acceptable behaviour.
There is nothing wrong with a little trump. Trumping is natural and it should just be accepted. Right, joining me now, as you may have heard, is a lady who spent 94 days living with 22 other housemates in Big Brother 8. She survived Samantha and Brian, Ziggy and Chanel, and she even got over that Charlie problem, the Charlie Uchia problem. So she is well placed to try and solve the problems of this year's bunch. It is the absolutely wonderful Carol Vincent.
Thank you.
So, Carol, we have made up some letters from our nominated housemates who we think could benefit from your wonderful advice. So let's start off. Or you could give them a bollocking like you did in your year, which would be quite nice as well. So let's start off firstly. This is Connor's letter.
Hi, Carol. What the fuck? As you know, my bro Aaron got evicted on Friday, and it's just not been the same in here since. We had loads of fun together. Now there's no one to have fun with in here, all because those backstabbing bastards nominated us. Also, on Friday, I heard the crowd chant, "Get Connor out," which is unbelievable. I don't know what I've done wrong. Now that I'm up for eviction again this week, I know I'm going, so I might as well just walk. Is there anything I can do to save myself? Cheers, Con Man.
Okay, so that was Connor's letter. What advice would you give to him, Carol?
Well, I reckon he came in and he was a bit sort of sitting back, watching what the other guys were doing, and then tried to make his mark as the alpha male, and succeeded to a degree. But I think where he let himself down was by making comments and doing what he's just said he didn't like from other people, backstabbing bastards. I think he's been a bit of a backstabber. And but the thing is, you know, he's got a bit of Irish charm as Connor, and I think a lot of the Emerald will be cheering him on. And he's lost his mate. You know, he's had the bromance of the series with Aaron, and he's lost his mate. They wanted to have a bit of fun, and it's not fun anymore. So, and they've had the turf wars as well. So he's lost some of his pals with that.
Turf wars has really kind of has had, as we said earlier, a massive impact. So if he survives this week, what should he do to keep himself away from possibly being nominated next week?
I think he needs to get back to the fun Connor. I think he needs to just sit back, take stock, and not get involved in all the silliness with Caroline and all them.
And maybe not be so competitive. Just kind of enjoy it a little bit more. And
maybe get down with Lucas and, you know, do a bit of building himself up. I mean, they haven't had the weather for
it. Is this for your own enjoyment?
It is. Like a bit of a... getting down on it.
Okay, on that note, we need to move you on to calm you down. Okay. So let's go on to Siobhan's letter.
Hi, Carol, babe. Siobhan's not too happy living in this house anymore. You know, it was fun to begin with, and I really enjoyed being the mother of the house. But things have changed, and I feel like I'm being in Con Air 98. I feel like people are just not being real. They really need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. One person who should keep it cute and keep it mute is Adam. He really upset me. First of all, okay, he asked me to marry him and then called Siobhan fake in the diary room and said that I put it on when I cry. That really made me cry. What can I do to make people realise I'm not fake.com? Big kisses and hugs.
So firstly, with the whole Adam situation, do you think she overreacted?
No, I think to be fair, unless you've been in that house, you don't realise the sort of impact things have, and I think she assumed that kind of caring role very early on, and the only person she wasn't caring for was herself. And I think she also put out that she'd like love and stability, and poor Adam came along and kind of planted it there, didn't he? You know, and it's all, fear factor came in, so she's moved away, and so they've got this thing going. I think they need to find some common ground, the pair of them.
What do you make of her? Because a couple of people have said that they think she's fake. Do you think she is?
No, I think
she seems quite quite
I think
genuine.
Siobhan is being Siobhan, and I think her family out there have been rooting for her, and she knows this family out there. She got the nieces.
She just does seem to be this larger-than-life character.
Again, it was turf wars, and it was her birthday, and she thought it started off crap, and so on and so forth. And I think everything's going to... She was also very quick to want Adam to go into that diary room and answer the questions.
Yeah.
And so she got a comeuppance a bit. You know, he answered real, he answered honest.
She could have picked anybody.
She could have done, yeah, but she did pick Adam, and she kind of changed the opinions of some of the others because they were looking at wanting somebody else in their answering the
Very
questions.
quickly, do you think she should have picked somebody else?
In hindsight, I think it would have helped her this week.
Yeah.
I think she might not have been up this week with the Green team nominating. I think she might have escaped a bit, and Caroline may have gone up instead.
Carol, thank you. Carol Vincent, everybody. Now, since leaving the house last Friday, our budget beaver Aaron has done nothing but pine for his beloved Connor. But after following him around for 32 days, how much does Azza actually know about his partner in protein?
He strolled into the house with a flick of his hair and left in a fit of rage. And another flick of his hair. Now it's time for Aaron to face the ultimate challenge that is housemate or best mate. His bromance with Connor made them the Laurel and Hardy of Big Brother. So it's hardly a surprise that he's chosen Connor as his favourite housemate. I'm about to test Aaron on his knowledge of Connor. If he does well, he gets to leave in triumph. If he does badly, he faces the humiliation of a pie in the face. And, just for you, Aaron, we've thrown a few anchovies. If you're ready, then let's begin. What name would Connor use if he was a rapper? Is it A, Mac Daddy, B, MC Connor, or C, the Derry Dribbler?
Mac Daddy.
That's correct. Well done. Has Connor ever met Sid Owen?
Nah.
You're correct. His exact response was, who the fuck is Sid?
I was just about to say, who the fuck's Sid Owen? Go on, lad.
Who is the most famous person Connor has ever met? Is it A, Joey Barton, B, David Beckham, or C, myself, James Alexander East Esquire?
I think it's going to be Joey Barton.
You are wrong. It's B, David Beckham.
David Beckham.
Should have spent time listening to him rather than staring into his gorgeous eyes. What is Connor's favourite film? Is it A, Braveheart, B, Gangs of New York, or C, Brokeback Mountain?
I go for A.
You go for Braveheart? You're correct. He was saving Brokeback Mountain for when you get out.
Oh, Jamie.
You're doing very well. What do you think?
I think it looks good. Smells good, that's for sure.
Fishy custard.
Yes.
Not the first time you'd have had some fishy custard on your face. On a scale of 1 to 10, how does Connor rate his chances of pulling on a night out?
Oh, and I don't even get like a multiple choice.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say 10.
Well, you're right, he did choose 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does Connor want to be famous?
I'd go with 10. Oh, he spoke to me about modelling and stuff like that. I'd love to, get into that. I think he'd be good at it. So I'd go with 10. I think he'd love it.
Well, he actually gave himself an 8, so you're wrong. Well, Aaron, how do you think you did?
I think he did pretty good, actually. I think I was very close.
You know, Aaron, you did brilliantly. Well done. But you did throw water on Becky's bed.
Oh, I'm so glad I did.
And you messed with Jamie's wild card. You messed with Jamie. Actually, his knickers after 3 weeks in the sun.
I had to pay in my pocket for a week.
Main show from tonight until finale night. Come on, darling. Go with your Right, so yesterday, thanks to Connor's loose-lipped rule break, the Green team were awarded control of the diary room and this week's nominations. Here is a recap of who was gunning for who.
Bloody nominations.
It takes forever.
Can't really do it. Hang on. Can we nominate anybody?
My first nomination. My first nomination is Caroline.
My first nomination
is Dina.
Is Connor.
Connor.
That tampon.
I think he doesn't like me, doesn't trust me, doesn't like my presence in like the kitchen and stuff. This is all hearsay. And he's quite bitchy. Bullshit.
Sodding.
You look like a slut.
My second nomination is, unfortunately,
Adam.
Luke S.
Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Meanest person in the house.
So aggressive.
She gets offended very quickly.
He was fingering you.
Fucking does my tits in.
You're now free to leave the diary room.
Okay, so if the blue team hadn't have broken the rules, who would we seen up for eviction this week, do you think?
Dina and Becky.
Dina and Becky?
Yeah. Dina and Becky.
Dina and Becky?
We'd like it to be Caroline, though.
Dina and Caroline, I'd hope.
Dina and Caroline. Why Dina and Caroline?
I like Dina, but the other housemates, I've got the wrong impression of her. Whereas Caroline, she needs to go.
Okay. And how about the Green team? Was anybody surprised by any of their nominations? No? Not one yes? I saw you say more than a yes or a no, so I thought
they've been gunning for them for a long time to get the blue team. They've been wanting to hit them hard.
Okay.
And they did this time.
And have they hit them hard?
I think so, yeah.
They've hit them pretty much right where it's going to hurt. Right, so it's Siobhan's first time up, so let's start with her. Some of the younger housemates have found or said that they found her age intimidating. So, Michelle, how did you find living with older housemates?
Our oldest housemate, was Ahmed.
Yeah.
And I didn't get on with him
He was
at all.
about 44. Was he 4? He was in
Gosh,
his...
I don't know.
44.
He was older than
and
me.
apparently you nominated him 3 times.
Only 3 times? Yeah, no, we didn't get on at all, and possibly it was an age thing. You know, possibly it was. Just on completely different wavelengths.
But it's not like there's that big of an age gap between Siobhan and the others. She's only, what, like 28, 29?
I only know she's older because you've told, because obviously everybody knows she's older, but, like, literally she doesn't come across like that on screen, like the older person in the house, you know, like what we've had in previous years.
Yeah.
So I don't really get it now.
Yeah, there's not that much of a huge age gap. So, Sophie, in the Geordie Shore house, you are like the mother hen.
Yeah.
Like Siobhan kind of was for a little while in our house. Does that maternal role become a little bit of a burden?
It does, right, because sometimes I love mothering people and I love looking after them and cooking them meals and things, but sometimes when you want to be mothered, it's hard because you play that role so much that it's hard when you want it. And sometimes when I want to go out and I want to party and I want to get wasted, whatever, it's hard. Well, wasted. I want to get mortal, as I would say.
Okay.
It's harder because then I've got no one to look after us because everyone else is just on the floor, class.
So do you feel a little bit
like, oh wait, man, mother hen.
Do you feel a little bit like you give and you don't really get a lot back?
You don't. I know exactly how she feels because I like to be the mother, but then sometimes when I want to be mother, there's nobody bloody there. Gary sometimes.
I was there.
You were there.
I was there.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Once.
Now, Siobhan said in her profile that she was like Peter Pan, getting older, but mentally getting younger. Gaz, do you think that this is the way that she has come across in the house?
She is getting older, but mentally she's getting more immature. She's rapping when she's arguing. Do you know what I mean? Like, who quotes lyrics from songs when they're arguing? Like, I just don't get it, mate.
No,
like,
I don't.
If I was arguing with someone and started quoting like Eminem quotes and that, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like,
it's quite entertaining, though.
It's entertaining. Imagine you were arguing with someone and started quoting like songs.
She's dropping like lyrical bombs.
I just start laughing and walk away. Me, I'd be like, oh.
Okay, right, let's move on to Connor. He is our other potential evictee. Hold on, before everybody gets carried away.
I like Connor.
How does living in a reality house change you, Gaz?
It's for me, it's, again, that thing where you argue with someone in normal life, you can just wake up in the morning, text them and say, sorry about that last night, it's done. You wake up, you've got to go face to face with that person. Something I was never used to. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But face to face, it's hard. And I think...
When you live with them as well.
I think with Connor, from what we're seeing now of him to what we saw in his profile VT when he went into the house, he was kind of like this cheeky chappy, happy-go-lucky.
There's no one in there like...
Bit of a laugh and joke, but he
Yeah.
just seems so... serious and competitive now.
He's lost. Do you know what I mean? He's going in there, thought, right, it's going to be lads, it's going to be girls, it's going to be like banter with the lads, and he's just getting on. There's no one else like that in there. Do you know what I mean? So
he also said that he walked around naked quite a lot.
Like Luke S.
And we haven't seen any naked, have we? No naked.
Exactly, but if it was like young girls having fun and young lads, he would go for it. There's no one in there like him. Like,
there's no one
all.
for him to act the way.
My Luke would be like the closest to him, but like Luke's quite plain, do you know what I mean? So he hasn't got like that laddish banter going on.
Yeah.
There's no one in there for him to like connect with, so he's just left by himself.
Michelle, what's it like living with such strong male characters? You obviously had the jungle cats in your year. So what is it like to be surrounded by?
Well, I don't like Connor as a housemate. I don't want him to leave yet, though. I don't like it. I do find him intimidating. I do think there's people in the house who find him intimidating who aren't actually saying it, because I know when I was in the house, I actually found Jason really intimidating. He was never nasty to me. I'd seen him shouting at other people. I knew what he was capable of. He was never actually nasty to me. So that's how I would compare that situation. I think there's a lot of people in the house. I think everybody's probably
And was it a case for you that you kind of thought, do you know what, I'm not going to show him how I really feel. I'm just going to kind of keep it to myself.
Yeah, big time.
And look stronger.
Yeah.
So he's quite suspicious of the other housemates, saying that they're sneaky and conniving. Has this contributed to why he's up this week? Yes.
It's because he's so competitive and he hates losing everything, that when he loses something, the housemates can see that. So he's like, and he makes a massive deal out of like when they lost the diary room, when he's getting brought up on breaking the rules, he makes such a massive deal out of it that the housemates are like, well, we don't like that, so we're going to put you up.
The rule breaking is quite a difficult one as well, isn't it? Because you kind of go, you know, they're saying, we don't care, we're just going to break the rules. And it's like, well, what's the point of going in Big Brother if you're not going to do what you think?
For him to break the rules, but it's not okay for someone else to break the rules. If Connor breaks the rules, then it's okay, everyone's got to be quiet. But if someone else breaks the rules, there's hell to pay. Everyone is an enemy to him. But when he does it, it's fine.
As up for...
Sorry.
As soon as he was up for nomination, it's like, well, I don't care now, so I'm going anyway.
He's a brat.
Yeah.
He's a spoiled brat.
It's a bit of a funny one. Right, still to come, we've got more news and exclusives than the amount of time Michelle has had to sing Piezu on Big Brother spin-off shows.
You're not going to ask me right now.
No, we're not doing it again, don't we? And Sophie and Gaz get a taste of their own reality show, Medicine, when we send them up to spy in the reality gallery. We'll see you soon. To Big Brother's Bit on the Side, trumpeting our opinions about the main show all over the world, or at least Boreham Wood. Time to get stuck into some news. At 12:05 today, Ashley started the day off with a good old bitch.
Scott, how weird is she being?
Who?
Zara.
Yeah, everyone's being weird.
No, Zara's being really weird. No, she could have easily asked me. I was right next to this. I was right next to this, Scott, and she asked you. Do you know what I mean? Like, she could have easily asked me.
Oh right, yeah. It's after last night. She's not happy with me either because I only gave her one drag.
Yeah, but she's speaking to you. Usually, she says to me, like, if I look like this, she'll go, "Oh, you look really nice." Do you know what I mean?
Oh right,
she'll go, you look really nice today, Ash, like that. You look really good. She hasn't said nothing to me. She's been really weird. And if she keeps on being weird, I will ask her, what's the problem? Have you got a problem?
Yeah.
Just say it now.
She said to me this morning, I'm just not speaking today. She's not in a good mood at all.
Well, because she's fucking up Dina's arsehole, that's why.
She is really, isn't she?
When the fuck did they start being mates?
I
Best
know,
mates?
it is strange. They're suddenly best friends.
Do you know what I mean? I don't understand.
No.
They're being weird. They're being so weird.
Yeah, people are being weird.
Weird today People are weird in there every day. What are you talking about? On to 1:52 p.m. and Siobhan clearly still wasn't over her birthday spat with Adam.
Because I'm like, for you to have a birthday in Big Brother is meant to be amazing.
Yeah.
And it was until he opened this fucking trap. Until he opened, and obviously, you know, I thought it myself, I shouldn't have picked him, but that was fucking ridiculous. Like, and in my mind, I just think, you're walking around, like, laughing and joking, and I'm thinking, sweetheart, do you understand what you actually did? And you ain't said shit to me since, and when you did come with some half-hearted apology, I thought, no. And I said, you're selfish. Selfish as hell. Because at the end of the day, it's his fault. And then you put me out. So now you've even topped it even fucking worse for himself.
I think it's about time she moved on.com. At 2:37 for today's task, the housemates were tested on their general knowledge.
Caroline, what type of machinery is a backhoe loader?
Sounds like some kind of prostitute.
Which breed of dogs does the Queen traditionally have?
A Yorkshire. A Yorkie. A Yorkie.
The answer, Yorkie, is incorrect. Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet feature in which novel?
I've watched it. I've watched it. I literally don't even have a guess at this point. I'm fucking speechless. Peter Pan. Fuck it, I don't know it, so it don't make no odds. Peter Pan.
Siobhan, the answer, Peter Pan, is incorrect.
Really?
And on that note, words fail me. And finally, at 5:30 p.m, Scott was a little embarrassed with Lucas and Ashley's bedroom antics. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Oh no. Might get semi-erect.
Oh my god.
No,
TMI.
I am not.
TMI.
I'm not at this moment, I will tell you the truth.
TMI.
Enough of the big one that he's got, can she? She's just tickling all day long. Right, that is today's news for now. So Sophie and Gaz are in the reality gallery. How mortal is it looking up there, guys?
God, everyone's working hard down here, aren't they?
Are you surprised?
It's going mental down here, I love it.
Are you saying that we don't work hard down here?
No, you just relax, Emma. Come on, man. You just chatterbox, everyone here's quiet.
So what's going on up there? What stories have you got?
See, Lucas and Connor are like weirdly just shaving the pubes, like going for it, ready for the spray tan. I can understand, that just proves how vain Lucas really is.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably do it, to be fair, but...
He's your mate.
He's my mate, but he's still vain. Standard.
What are they shaving?
The pubes.
like all over?
Like everywhere, because they get the spray tan, so they're like frantically just like shaving everywhere together as well.
Okay, Sophie, what else have we got?
Well, you've got Mexican takeaway, alcohol, tobacco. It's like chaos in Cancun, isn't it? They've all been delivered to the house, but shock. Caroline's complaining about it all.
Why?
Because she wants more alcohol, but she can't be that greedy.
You can't,
You can't, you're in Big Brother, not Geordie Shore, love.
Exactly. See, we need to send you in there, Sophie, to tell them what is up. No. No?
Well,
that'd be bad.
I don't know.
I'm just going to throw you in to see what you
will do it for a laugh, right? Next week I'll go and in Big Brother, see what happens.
I'll go in as well and get with Sarah.
Oh, okay. Anything else up there, guys?
There's music getting played for once, so
really?
Everyone's having a little dance, everyone's getting into it, so hopefully that'll put them in a little bit of a better mood.
And they're having a party because they've passed a task today, right?
Yep.
Okay. Guys, thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks, see you soon.
See you in a minute. I'm waving at them like they can see me and they can't. Right, I'm here with Mr. Web Trends himself. It's the hashtag Wilf. It's hashtag Christian House.
Hello.
I don't know why I'm talking like this, Christian.
I don't know either.
No, I don't know either. So, what is all this about? Are you getting geographical on me?
We've gone geospatial.
Okay.
So basically, we've gone geospatial.
Okay,
so
what is this? What's
you've
this
heard of hotspots?
Blob, yes.
These are hot bots.
Like where you can use the internet and stuff?
Yes, hot bots. So basically, the darker the red, the more is being talked about. In this case,
and
these are
these all housemates? Or?
No, this is just Lucas. So as we can see, Lucas's concentration is in the northwest.
Which is where he's from?
Where he's from. And actually, earlier on today, which has disappeared now, we caught a tweet in the Mid-Atlantic romantic. So someone on a plane. So I'll put it on the website for people to see later.
Never.
Exactly. And just to show you someone else in real time, we're going to look at Caroline.
Yeah.
So let this build up.
Okay.
And we'll see all the mentions of Caroline, hopefully, in a minute. There we go. And this is a geographic spread.
Wow, there is a lot about Caroline.
Lots of people talking.
And these are positive and all mentions.
All mentions.
Can we do Dina really quickly? I just want to see if the Midlands is a buzzing with Dina.
Have we got time for this?
I think so.
Can I spell it?
We do. They've just told me, yes, you do, Emma. You do.
Fantastic.
Have time.
There we go.
We've got about 3 minutes, Christine.
Have we?
That's a whole heap of time.
We could do 3 minutes just on this. Look, there you go.
So just the southeast.
Yeah, she's no Midlands.
Wow.
Perhaps people aren't allowed their location.
No, I just wondered that because Luke S was kind of
everywhere
where he's from mainly. You said. So I thought Dina maybe.
Maybe, but maybe not.
Specifically Midlands.
Perhaps the people in the Midlands are more sort of caring about their privacy.
Quite possibly. Right, we are halfway through the series now. What has the online social network people? What are they thinking?
Well, in this
I don't know how to word things like this.
Well, in this series, we've had 2.9 million social media mentions so far, and we're about halfway through. If you compare to last series in 2011, the whole series had 1.56 million.
So we are doubled, and we're only halfway through.
Exactly, and we're halfway through, which is amazing. Which is very, very good.
Now I'm so excited, it's ridiculous. We talk about this every time you're on.
I don't, yeah.
You've
I've preempted it. I couldn't help myself.
Hot housemates, who's fancying who? So...
This was then.
This was then
last
when?
time I came in.
Oh, OK,
So beginning of June.
So it was Aaron.
Aaron out in front. If we look at now, we can see...
This is since Aaron's gone,
Yeah,
right?
so this is this week, and we can see that Luke S is the most fancied. Connor in a surprising second, or not surprising?
Connor in second place. Well, not surprising, really.
And then if we look at the ladies, we can see that this was then again. Sarah way out in front. Dana in second place, Lauren third. Dina, sorry. I'm sorry, Dina fans. And we can see now, actually, leading in, Dina
out
is
in first place.
Lauren in second.
What prompted the shift?
I don't know.
Did you notice anything?
Well, it's just the context. It's just the context that people are talking about her.
Right,
so I think, she's had a hard week. Perhaps people are being more open and loving towards her.
Do you know who I'm most surprised about in this? Siobhan. Because she is beautiful.
We said this last time.
We did say this
She's jumped 3 places, though.
She has, but I just think she should be higher.
Well,
I just think she should be higher. She's beautiful. Now, Turf Wars ended this week, but which team are the public backing?
Well, I looked at the numbers around Team Blue and Team Green, and I've had to burn Aaron, so he's gone.
Oh, you loved it.
I love my Flames.
Love it.
So we can see that Team Blue are just out in front. This is mentions of the colour blue in context with Big Brother and
So this could be positive mentions or negative mentions.
It's all
okay. So it's very close.
Very, very close.
Where did you get all this info from?
From all social networks, blogs, forums, fan sites.
Give me some numbers, because you know I love
about
numbers.
8.5 million sites.
More exclusives, brand spanking new bits of computer technology. You are up to the minute. You are like Big Ben.
Thanks.
Touch me. Not like that. Right.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Men are throwing themselves at me this evening.
Yeah.
What's trending? What's going on? What comments do we have? What are people saying about the nominees? Just tell me stuff.
Oh, God. Geez, give me a chance. Right. In terms of the 2 nominees, none of them are particularly popular online, it's fair to say. The forums and fan sites would prefer Siobhan to stay, from the looks of things. However, the bookies have got her as favourite to go.
Oh.
So it's
that's
wide
confusing.
Open. Yeah, very confusing. I'm so confused. In light of all this negativity, I asked if anyone has any messages of support for either of them.
Yeah.
And I got 3 messages of support for them.
Are you joking?
No.
Seriously?
That's how many I got, yeah.
Do we just not have many online friends?
Well, it was my personal account, so not as many as Big Brother. But Siobhan, in support of Siobhan, Josephine Perry says, Siobhan, don't give up, love. Stop freaking out and just be the down-to-earth jester you were when you went in.
And one for Connor?
And one for Connor. Daniel Coyle says, I think Connor is simply misunderstood. He lost his temper once and everyone's holding it against him.
OK, well, on that note, we have to finish. Tomorrow, we're joined by the Randy Mayor herself, Josie Gibson, journalist Patrick Strudwick, and our favourite evicted bailiff, Chris. Plus, Benedict will be talking strategy, which makes a change from masturbation. Have a lovely evening.